Good show.
For everyone but the patient. Ray collapsed after the interview.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's okay. Listen, what do you want me to do about Sorrell?
Oh, I don't know. If he takes his company out of the burn center, he's in for a lot of bad press. I don't think his board of directors will stand for it.
I hope not.
Hey, I'm really sorry about this morning. I was rude.
It's not one of my best days either.
You know, I think I'm having a little long overdue identity crisis. Trying to figure out why I do what I do.
You do what you do because you're damn good at it.
But some days that's just not good enough.
Maggie, what you do is very important.
What I do, Daniel, is write 6 death certificates a month. I warehouse the terminally ill. I never admitted this to you before, but I used to dream that I would be the one to make the big breakthrough. I could see the King of Sweden presenting me with the Nobel laureate medal. But then a case like Duke Algren comes along. And who needed the Nobel? I had my prize.
You gave him 3 years. Nobody ever thought he'd have. You hang on to that.
But is that going to help me when I tell him?
You're trying to say I'm dying, right?
You beat the odds once. Who's to say you can't do it again?
I'd be more inclined to go along with you if I thought I had a third lung hanging out somewhere.
There are alternative treatments and other options.
You know why I chose you for a doctor?
Why?
No crap. No dishonesty. I knew I could trust you.
And you still can.
Okay. These alternative treatments, what we're really talking about is a way to extend the illness, not beat it, right?
As of today, yes.
With no other options, how much longer do I have? Less than a year? 4 months? I just want a ballpark figure.
For a ballpark figure, that sounds about right. But
Okay. That means I can keep on doing my show for a while. Finish my book. Now I really have a deadline. I'm sorry, Maggie. That isn't funny.
Duke,
I've had a great life. I don't have any complaints, Maggie, about a damn thing. But I would like to be alone. Okay?
okay. Okay.
Be careful, it's a little wet.
Good evening, Dr. Judd. Evening. Working late tonight? Yes, working late.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Veronica, I don't know how to propose to a woman who won't stop packing.
I made a reservation for a midnight flight to Switzerland.
Stay. Marry me. Put down some roots. I love you, Ronnie.
I love you too. Yeah, I'll marry you. Now I can't stay.
thin air, an empty bed, an occasional postcard.
And I can't stay put. It's not just an accident that most of my adult life I've been living out of a suitcase. And it's not just my music, it's the way that this works best for me. I knew that when I came. I want to say yes.
I know.
And I don't want to lose you.
Stay one more day.
I can't.
Just one day. Give us a chance. Maybe we can find some kind of compromise. Ronnie. One day. Promise.
Hey, Dr. Kulani.
What's all this?
That Teresa splashed all over the papers. People are even sending in checks, some for $1, some for $2, some for $5. There's even cash in some of these letters. I didn't think so many people would care.
Well, they heard you, Ray. You're really connected.
We got momentum now. We got to take advantage of it. I got to get back to the hotel.
Ray, what you want and what you can have are two different things. We talked about this the other day. I told you to take it easy, you didn't. You're going to kill yourself unless you lie back there and give yourself time to recover.
Okay, Dr. Kulani.
Okay.
Okay.
Dr. Kulani,
Hey, Duke.
I wonder if you and I could take a little walk.
Let's go.
Do you know Kahala Beach?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I bought a house there in '67, real steel, worth an obscene amount of money right now. Why don't you be impolite, doctor, and ask me how obscene?
How obscene, Duke?
Well, let's just say I could buy the Teresa Hotel with it and still have a couple of bucks left over.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why?
Why not? I never got married, doctor. Don't have any family left, or I could leave a couple of bucks to each of my listeners, I guess, but I like that hotel idea better.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I used to have a longing for a statue in the park, but I think the hotel will be a lot more fun. Give me a place to stay, too, for a while anyway. No, Kahala Beach is nice, but a little company. I think that would be nice, too.
How do we get the Saracen people to go for it?
I'll leave that up to you.
Oh, thanks. Hotel Algren. It has a certain ring to it.
There you go, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Sorrell.
Dr. Kulani, bad habit of yours, being in places you don't belong.
In my book, the same applies to you. Actually, I'm here to offer you a one-day only deal. The offer will not be good tomorrow.
Is that right? I don't want to talk.
Then listen. You can't pick up a newspaper without reading about Saracen and the Teresa Hotel. Front-page stuff.
Let me tell you something, Doc. About yesterday's news. Do you know what they do with it? People paper train their dogs on it.
You're quite a cynic, Mr. Sorrell.
No, not a cynic. A realist.
Good, because here comes a heavy dose of realism. The Teresa story will not go away. In fact, it's building.
Publicity, good or bad, Doc, always goes away. And you trust me on that.
picket lines are scheduled around all 4 of your hotels, including this one.
Price of doing business.
Really? Have you checked your cancellation list today? Well, it's nothing compared to what it's going to be next week and the week after that. With pickets marching up and down in front of the valet parking entrances. And guess what? Duke Algren is going to be broadcasting his show next week from the Teresa Hotel.
Is that right? Well, if he does, Doc, he's trespassing and he's going to be arrested.
Hey, good idea. Especially since Duke is one of the best-loved men in Hawaii. Why don't you have him arrested on the air? And maybe you could have Ray Acosta carted away in his wheelchair at the same time. Great photo op.
It doesn't matter. I'm still not in the business of running a welfare hotel.
Then sell it.
Sell it. Just like that, I should sell it. Okay, Doc. Suppose I do sell it. How is that going to help your people? The new owners are just going to evict them.
I have a buyer who won't. All you've got to lose is a public relations nightmare. Seems like a real easy way out to me.
Anybody ever tell you, Doc, that you just don't know when to stop?
I've been accused of that.
I've been talking for the last half hour with oncologist Margaret Judd. Margaret's been my doctor for the last 3 years. You're a specialist people hope they're never gonna need to see.
Yes, people only see me when they have cancer.
Of all the medical specialties, yours is probably the one that takes the greatest toll.
Yes, my patients...
I'm not talking about patients. I'm talking about doctors. I'm talking about you.
Well, most doctors, if they develop a good rapport with their patients, will see that person for years and years. And if the doctor is lucky, he will grow old with his patients and treat their children.
But you don't have that luxury in your practice, do you?
No, I don't.
Odds are many of your patients are going to die. Am I right?
Every once in a while, a patient beats the odds, and that's when we feel like we've really done something good with our lives.
And when those patients don't beat the odds, how do you feel then?
It can be difficult if you let it get to you.
You let it get to you?
I've learned to protect myself.
I don't believe you, Margaret.
I've learned to distance myself from it. To tell myself that it's fate. That it's out of my hands. Sometimes when a patient suffers, it's almost a relief to me when they die. And then there are those patients that I feel a strong friendship with. That I want to believe they're going to make it no matter what the x-rays show. And when they don't, when they die, they take a little piece of me with them.
Thank you, Margaret. You've been listening to Everyday People. KBCA. Oahu. I'm Duke Algren. Talk to you tomorrow. Hello, Ray.
Hey, brah.
Oh, you're looking a lot better than the last time I saw you.
Feel a lot better. Dr. Kulani told me the good news. You're buying the Teresa. You're some piece of work.
Well, I figure if I live with the Teresa, you and I can arm wrestle every day.
You're on.
Hey, Say, who is that? I'd like that.
Mr. K. Aloha, he lives at the hotel.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Duke.
Hello, Doctor.
All right.
Hey,
Well, it looks like things turned out pretty well, huh?
you bet. Oh, Duke and I have a little appointment at the Algren.